Not my best work, but it'll do. Not my best work, but it'll do. Not my best work, but it'll do.
Whoa! This song is always a lot longer than I think it is. I always think I have more time, but I don't. I don't have more time. April Fools, I don't have more time. Hey, everybody. Transgender Legend, Tara, Chaz, Yami. Also, hold the phone.
Everyone strives to be first to arrive. Being late really is the worst. Now all of you know that you were too slow because the following person was first.
The Yami Pup. Doobity doobity doop. There you go. There you go. Mia is not in her place. Mia is not in her place, unfortunately. But I will show you. It's April 1st. No fooling. The top dogs have recycled themselves. So if you want to be a top dog this month, it's ripe for the taking. It is absolutely ripe for the taking. You almost missed it. You almost missed the first, but you got it. But yeah, I cannot and should not complain. I'm doing okay today. I'm doing okay. Just found out about my taxes. Got my taxes back. Not as happy with them as maybe I would be if I didn't owe the government money. But apparently somehow I owe the government money. That's pretty stinking dumb. But that's okay. We'll take care of it. Take care of it. One day this Twitch channel will be so large and so crazy that we'll never have to worry about money again. I'll buy everyone in chat a 40-foot yacht. But for now we got to worry about taxes, and that stinks. I wonder if this is working today. Is this a stream or is it a tomb? Is this a mine or is it a tomb, Boromir?
This is no mine.
It's
a tomb.
It's unfortunately a tomb and not a mine. But yeah, also I was talking about making a command this morning. We had 2 internet borks today. Also I feel like in the channel we don't have enough spam. I feel like I see spam. We don't have enough spam around here, so, or at least no good spam. So in the future, there's no cooldown on this. If we ever have a disconnect, just send Bork. Just send Bork in the chat. Did you do the whole write off your portion of your household where you work as a work expense? No, I have not done that. I feel like my accountant probably would have suggested it if it were an offer for me, or an option for me. Bean! No, I got you. Did you do that thing where you Orville write something off your taxes? No, yeah, I don't think that's possible for me necessarily. But I know our accountant did decide it was more beneficial for us to file separately rather than jointly. Excuse me, I've got you on a screen that you don't belong on. So anyway, taxes. Also, it's bean time. What's up, Toe Jib? What's up, Toe Jib? Toe Jib ended the month. Toe Jib ended the month as our only mouse patter. Did you just invite us to Riot? I did. What's a fun thing we can spam around here? I feel like we need a tank. We need a tank spam. We had sack spam, but I'm taking a little break from sack spamming this week. Or I'm taking a little break from saxing this week. But I mean, you know, like I'm happy to spam something. Poopy government can suck my unwashed toe, dude. I am so frustrated by taxes this year. Even more so than last year, even though I owed a lot more money last year. Still, the fact that I owe the government any money is crazy talk. Do something for me, government. You know what I'm saying? How about the government drops a few gifted subs in the chat? You know what I'm saying? Come on. Bean time. Yami gotta do your taxes. Chat, I swear I'm not eating another fish bean today. I'm going, if it landed on a fish bean, I'm opting to go, I'm gonna go for a red one. I'm gonna go for a red one. 3 fish beans in a row. 3 fish beans in a row? They can't even fix my roads. Where my money going? What the dog doing? Where the money going? Alright, I've decided to go for I've decided to go for the red one. I know I give you guys an option. I know I give you guys the option to choose red bean or spin the wheel. Well, actually, I'm going to pick red bean because I'm not doing 3 fish beans in a row. This is my promise to you. So let's see if this tastes like a Band-Aid, chat. Oh! It tastes like a Band-Aid. Come on, water bottle! It just makes... The chewing harder just makes it worse. I love you guys. You know that? Golly, that was bad. I tried to chew my way through it, but it didn't work. Ooh, rip. Hey, Whis. But I did. I invited you to Riot. Yeah, it left out, guys. Also, just as an update, I know we have people from all walks of life and all different identifications and things. I would like to make it clear that whenever I say you guys, I do not mean you men. I mean you of all shapes, sizes, and sexual weapons. You know what? I'm doing it. I'm doing it. You guys seem like a good group today. I'm doing it. Exclamation point sack spam in the chat. And it was leg day, chat. This kind of hurts. Today was leg day in the gym. Can you tell? Can you tell? Can you tell today was leg day in the gym? Ah! The hips. The hips will be back in just a moment. Mia just like, what, mate? Oh, my legs. I'm sorry, I got a little wild about leg day. That's on. I apologize. Got a little wild about leg day. That's on me. Don't simp. No simp. No simping. No simping in the chat. Only pimping. Oh, that wore me out. That wore me out. Yami, you gotta cool off. Take you a little shower. Take you a little cold shower. I'm just trying to be goofy. You're not supposed to be attracted to it. What kind of deviant is attracted to goofiness? I say. But thank you guys for participating in the spamming. You guys didn't think that I would let Saxon go away forever, did you? Tara, Mia really is just like what? You what? When I say guys, I actually mean interstellar space aliens. Me too. Hey you guys, you bunch of interstellar space aliens. That band-aid is still in my mouth. Gah. Mia, what are you doing down there? Hey, what are you doing? What are you doing, little one? What are you doing? It's Friday. Thank you for being here on a Friday. Hope you guys are well. Hope you guys are well. Woo! We're gonna spend time with Bucky. Sounds good. Sounds good, sounds good. I'm going to play Elden Ring here in a minute. If you guys are ready, I'm already a little bit late. It is Friday, isn't it? Doggo getting the pets. Now she's getting the borks. Give me just a sec. I'm gonna go fluff her blanket up. Hey, hey, hey! Relax, relax. Also, chat, I have an extreme problem. This is only one giant stack of comic books I haven't even touched yet. And I just keep buying them. I just keep buying them and not reading them. But I love buying them. Also, if you haven't been here, the rest of the week, got this bad boy to build. I'm very excited about it, but I think I'm going to wait until we build my new desk. So, I build a new desk, then we're going to build this. Also, I want you guys to make one more decision for me if you don't mind. Will you allow me to drink half of an energy drink? Chat, will you allow me to have an energy drink to fuel me today? Mia's looking at her whiteboard like, where all the names go? Do nobody love me no more? Obviously. Okay. Tara like obviously you welcome. Obviously you welcome. Maybe collect them and keep them in packets and sell them for money in the future. I do keep them in packs. I do keep them in I do keep them in my I keep them in the plastic packs so that I don't they don't lose as little value as possible. Why would you consume that cancerous beverage? Tojib, you are not currently passing the vibe check. Chaz, I'm having a coffee, energy drink, and tater tots this morning, so I say live your best life. Hey, that does pass the vibe check. That does pass the vibe check. Chat, I feel energized. I feel like we need to add. There's something. No, you're right. This place is all vibes. This place is most vibes. Tank Media Games is most vibes. The only vibes that I don't care for are vibes where you tell me not to do something I want to do. I joke. But I do feel somewhat energized here today. And I feel like we need something. In my head, I feel like we need something like an intermission. We need something, and that's a point reward. We need something that happens. I feel like almost every stream. Saxophone is something. I don't know. I feel like I don't want to call it a vibe check, but I really would love like almost a scheduled time where we check in. But you can't really rely on that because I can't expect people to say something whenever they either cannot or do not wish to say something. But just like I feel like there's something. There's something fun. There's something fun that can be added to the stream that I can't think of yet. But we're going to get there. We're going to get there. Marbles is a thing. Marbles is something. But we'll see. I don't conform to no vibe check, Tojib says. Well, vibe check or not, I'm going to get a little... I'm going to get a little... energy drink. You know what? And whenever I get back Transgender Legend, I can add back the spilled coffee drips if you want. We can do that. That actually is a funny one. I don't know why I took it away. Look at all those rewards. Actually, I'm not going to do it now. I'm going to do it later because I'll try to make a little alert to go with it where it's actually kind of funny. Forgive me. I'll do it at a different point in time. All right. Let me go pour a little energy drink in a little cup. I'll be right back and then we'll play some Elden Ring. Everybody check your vibes. Everybody vibe out. Everybody big vibe, as the modern youth like to say. You love how Blanket was fluff for Pig Dog, but she decides to chill right next to it. She's like that. She's barely off the frame. If you could see like right beneath the frame, that's where she is. Chat don't control me. Perfect. I've recently started Returnal, and let me tell you, it is hard. Returnal is hard, but it's good. I really like it. I still have a problem with the way they decided to do saving in that game, in that it is almost non-existent, and there's no way to turn your game off in the middle of a run and then come back to it. But we've argued about that till we're blue in the face, chat. Until we're absolutely blue in the face. And there's nothing that, you know, it's fine. There's an update when there's checkpoints. Ooh, checkpoints, you say? Checkpoints, you say? Well, then now I'm in. Also, chat. Just a little fidget cube for you. Whew. What did we do yesterday in Elden Ring, guys? What did we do in Elden Ring? I know Curtis told me that he was going to try to get me to a place where I could get some cool new armor. There's also, I defeated that Evergaol last time. Soul Creek told me we've been here. Hey. No more of that. I love you, but no more. It looks like you reloaded a gun super fast from one of those movie films. One of those movies films. Hey, that's how I do it. One cool thing that I've talking about reloading, there's this guy that does tactical reloads of everyday household items. So I've been seeing the videos of this guy like holding a vacuum cleaner, and he like and then takes the filter out of the vacuum cleaner, then loads another one in and then closes it shut, and it makes it look like a video game. Pretty fun. But yesterday, we did a lot of stuff. We got teleported to here, and we gave away some death rot. We got teleported to this crystal tunnel where we had no business being. We did a lot of stuff around. We killed a dragon. We did a lot of... Wait, Mistwood Ruins Blaith the Half-Wolf. I've heard of Blade, but I don't remember meeting him. Chat, do we need to go meet the half-wolf? Or do we need to go do this? But anyway, we didn't do a lot of like story progress. We didn't do anything big. We just kind of chilled out and explored most of the day. Hey, welcome back, Tara. Curtis, welcome back, my friend. Always love it when somebody drops by and comes back the next day. How you doing, my dude? I can introduce myself to him. Okay. I can travel to Raya Lucaria Academy where the armor at. Hey, I'm not against it. Point me in the right direction. In the meantime, I'm going to go over here and figure out what's going on at these ruins. If you guys are down and dandy. Also, chat, the energy drink I'm consuming today is in a mason jar because I only like to drink half of one at a time. But it is Ghost Energy, the blue raspberry Sour Patch Kid flavor. I'd suggest that you are unlikely to find a better flavored energy drink. Try horseback battle. Good was vibing. So glad you were vibing, Curtis. So glad you were vibing. Oh, hello. Oh, God. Oh, God. Okay. Oh, we're dead. Okay. Horseback battle might be good. Might be good. Yeah, man, super glad to have you tune back in again. Elden Ring's been a lot of fun, and we've met not too many new folks, but it's been cool to meet new people through it. Like I said, I'm not the biggest proponent of Souls games, but it's certainly one of my favorite video game challenges. Probably my favorite video game challenge when it comes to non-multiplayer things would be a FromSoft game. Your favorite enemy, Toadjid? How dare you? Why would this be your favorite? Oh, the one with no openings and infinite stamina, right? I just scooped that up. Barely got that off. Barely got away. Oh, are you serious? We'll take care of him. Okay, then poison. What if we didn't do it anymore? What if we didn't do this part anymore? Okay. That'll do it. Mia, please stop licking me, baby. I wasn't a Souls player too, but I'm loving it. Obviously, yeah, you're talking about having over 100 hours, right? Did I somehow get a backstab on that thing too? Alright, first rule, let's not get anywhere near that little area over there. Mistakes were made. Mistakes were made because I gotta go get my souls. Oh, add 300. You've played 400 hours of this game? Oh my gosh. Who hurt you? Who broke your heart? Where you feel like you have to play 400 hours of this game? 400 hours, man. This game's over. This game's done. You're free. You're free. You don't have to play anymore. Alright, this one I'm not messing with for now. Well, no, I know there are some games not worth, but what, you know, I could easily put 400 hours in. I mean, Apex, I probably got 500 hours in Apex, but Elden Ring, dude, that's a lot of hours in Elden Ring. Poison me, I don't care. I do care, actually. I care. Dude, yeah, yeah. Come on, dude. Come on, guy. This is some bullshwanky. This is starting to feel like some bullshwanky. It's starting to feel like it's not fair. Also, chat, I am very much in the market for a one-handed weapon. I can fight him better on horseback. I think I'm going to do that. One of the notes said for me to do that. I really should do it. Brave Violet. Alright, let's do this thing. Ritual pot. Yep. Careful down there. Okay, you can just teleport. Yeah, you're right. That's a lot easier. Boy, that's a lot easier. I'm extremely afraid to go wherever this thing is taking me. Giant butthole. Giant butthole. You guys think that's the thing that this particular ruin hides, or does it also have a stash? Aha, I answered my own question. I answered it myself. Thank you for the tip, Tojib. Also, thank you for reminding me that I'd already read that tip. No danger ahead, something incredible ahead. No trap ahead. Nice, yeah, he's a pain. You'll fight him in a tiny boss room someday, though. Have fun actually learning that BS. Hopefully I'm leveled up enough to just take the hits. Wraith Calling Bell? Excuse me. Use FP to ring bell and calls prowling wraiths. Ring bell using FP to summon prowling wraiths. This can be done multiple times in a row. Wraiths are said to be the vengeful spirits of those who died when cursed. I see that you got Elden Ring. I do have Elden Ring, Mark. I didn't even click the link. I just assumed it was a April Fool's joke. Was it? Were you fooling on us, Mark? I don't know what that was. Alright, Curtis, you said there was a place I should go? We can travel to Raya Lucaria Academy, where the armor is at. Raya Lucaria Academy. I feel like I want to go hang out with the half-wolf man. The reason I'm drawn to him is because I saw a Soul Creek tweet about him. I already did fight a dragon at the lake. I already did fight a dragon at a lake. And I got a dragon heart. Hello, moonkeys. Alright, Transgender Legend, we'll see you later. Dude. Oh, nice. There's 2 dragons at the... What? How are there 2 dragons at the lake? There should be only one dragon at the lake. Oh, he was howling here before. Run! That'll do. Just fixing your keyboard, nice. Got a hefty beast bone. Alright, Howley McProwley. Gesturing required ahead, therefore seek merchant. Visions of friend. Of course I want to get him down.
Hey!
Did he?
Hey!
Then go back to the Church of Ella. Oh man, this game is so obtuse, chat. What the Ella is going on, if you ask me.
Well, you're back. Care to buy something?
Oh, about the howling in
The howl
Mistwood.
of a wolf. In the Mistwood. I suppose he must still be skulking about. I know. Why not meet him for yourself? Next time you hear the wolf's howl, make this signal right under the source. Oh, don't fret. There is nothing to fear. I just have an inkling the two of you might hit it off.
We got it. We got a finger snap.
Goodbye.
Goodbye, my friend. Crap, no, we just killed it, so. Yeah, so that's just one of those things about this game is that I just never would have gone back. Like, I don't think I ever would have gone back to that merchant. Excuse me. I would have just assumed that I had gotten everything I needed from him, and I never would have gone back. Hey, buddy.
Carly sent you, did he? Ever the bloody busybody. Maybe to him you don't seem so strange. The name's Blythe.
Blythe.
I'm looking for a man who goes by Darrowell. He fled somewhere nearby. Or so I've heard. Come tell me if you find him before I do. I can offer you ample reward.
Yeah, I've met him.
Darrowell is nothing but a traitor, and in need of a fitting end to his tale.
Right?
Darrowell is nothing but a traitor, and in need of a fitting end to his tale.
I've met Darrowell before. Haven't I? I remember making a joke about it sounding like Daryl. Same situation as with Creek. Did he also think he remembered it? Yeah, the one you killed to get the sword you're using? What? I killed Daryl to get the sword I'm using? Those have really beautiful undersides. So I'm wondering if maybe I just need to rest and then go find him again. Oop, the big bear. I found exactly what I needed. Okay. Alright, well, let's just see then. Wielded by Bloodhound Knights. It doesn't tell you who you killed to get it from. I guess maybe we rest and then go find him again. He's no longer there. That makes sense. Then where might he be? Would he appear on the map still? I bet not. All right. Well, we've started that quest line. I don't know if we'll finish it. Hopefully we will. He's gone to his master. Is his master maybe? Yeah, Garank is over there. That would strike me as maybe that would be his master. So maybe we'll continue walking around. He's just going to help you with Dwar Lili. Okay, cool. I think you also maybe mentioned an academy we ought to visit. Also, I would very much like we're just going to snag some more health with this. And I would very much enjoy, but get a key item before you go, and that is to go back to the lake. Gotcha. Is that okay? Of course it's okay! Chat, have you guys seen any good April Fool's jokes? Find yourself maidenless? Off to Liurnia with you then. Seek the Rose Church west of the gate down. Bravo. Liurnia. Limgrave. I don't know where I am or what I'm doing, y'all. Ain't nothing making no sense, gadang. Gadang. I saw where Twitch added like a bunch of new categories. Haha, quote unquote. Like pizza time and silent reading and stuff like that to Twitch. That was one I've seen. I thought it was a little bit much, to be honest. It was like 6 tweets in 6 different categories. I thought it was a little much for a little much for an April Fool's joke. Oh, hello. Could you kindly not? Couldn't go out today. My friends told me to wait outside and they're coming out with me. They canceled where we were going and made me get up 3 hours early. So yeah, I found that mean instead of April Foolish. Aw, man. That stinks. Hopefully it was all in good fun. Hopefully they were just fooling around and not trying to really bug you. Ooh. So you're telling me there's 2 dragons on this lake? A key item would be at a patch of land on... Haven't seen many, but then again, not active on social media. Social media is life, Daddy-o. Social media is all we exist for. But I'm on the other patch of land. What are you all doing? Weirdos. I'm poisoned. You can't poison me anymore. When I woke up today, I didn't spontaneously have millions of dollars, so I guess April Fool's to me. Darn it. I was promised spontaneous millions of dollars. Me neither, Tojib. I also didn't have millions of dollars. You gotta be kidding. These guys really love Igeel, don't they? These guys still talking about Igeel. Angry poodles. Treasure chest ahead. Ooh. Aha! No mimicry ahead. The twin blade. Ooh. I am Darth Maul. Pretty cool, pretty cool. Alright. Angry Poodles destroyed, Twin Blade acquired, but I'm still suspicious, obviously, that I have not found what I need, because I have not found another dragon, and Curtis seems adamant that there is indeed another dragon on this lake. But I have murdered, I feel like, everyone. Praise the Elden Ring. Didn't expect dragon. There was a dragon flying a moment ago? Really? Really? Because I've definitely already killed Igeel. Well, I killed the one that lands here yesterday. Did I like kill his worshippers or something and now he doesn't want to come back? I don't know what I'm looking for, guys. I really don't. Oh, that was bats? Ah, gotcha. Yeah, Curtis, am I at the wrong place? Of course you may. There's just one in the lake. My man's still talking about Agil. Push up. Oh, I'm definitely at the wrong lake. Gotcha. Alright, moving right along then. Not this lake. Or this lake. I've already been to that poison locale. Y'all is the one that told me to go here, you stinky whistlers. Also, I think I want to go... talk. It's northwest of the map? Okay. Wait a second. We sent this guy back here.
You've met Garank, I take it. Then owing to our duties shared, we are now comrades in arms. I think you've earned this. The power of the Golden Order to aid the hunt of those who live in death.
Ooh.
Be sure to tell me if you meet a young woman named Lanya.
I have not met a young woman named Lanya.
Greetings, are you here for Spirit?
Of course I am. Alright. Let's upgrade that jellyfish.
Well, I took you for it no matter. It's out your arm.
Alright, this is what I'm thinking. We got the straight sword. If I do Ashes of War, it's all gonna have descaling. I'm thinking about maybe upgrading this just because I can swing it faster. What do you guys think about that? Spider-Man does whatever a spider can. Can he shoot all the brutes? Yes, I got a he bunch of will, these, all so. while he toots. Look out! Here comes the Spider-Man. Here comes the Spider-Man. 202 plus 70. God, it's really gonna be hard to fight with this. I'm gonna upgrade it one more time and see if it's anything worth. You guys probably think I'm so stupid. I just love that clip and how expressionless Tank is. Honestly, chat, I was not having a good day that day. There may or may not be one big lake you were in, maybe? Lakey Big Lake? You talking about this Lakey Big Lake? Okay, well, we'll head back there. That's where I want to go anyway. That will never get old. I'm so glad. I'm really so glad you love it. I'm glad somebody made me make it too. But I really wasn't having a good day that day. You may be like, oh, Tank, you're always having a good day. Not always. I just kind of like the idea of having a short sword, man. It's like those days when you're at work and your boss tells you to just smile. Yeah. Yep. It was one of those days where there wasn't really anybody around, and I was playing Halo, and the campaign was new, and I expected people to be like, oh, we love Halo, or whatever. You know, I was expecting more fun. But I was playing it on the hardest difficulty. The game was making me mad. I was kind of bored. And then for some reason I started singing Spidey Man, and then T-Dub showed up and was like, hey, you should make this into a sound alert. So that's what I did. I always like basic weapons like short swords. You're not stupid. They work. Straightforward, fast, versatile. A lot of people use basic weapons. And that might be what we're using here. See how it goes. Hello, master. I'm gonna knock you off that horse, big guy. Nope, not. What are you doing? Hey, come here. Come here. Wait, if you're on a horse, I'm on a horse, you dummy. It does have a cooldown. No! But that's okay. Spider-Man, Spider-Man. Never a Spider-Man. And he took all the roots. And he will all while he toots. Look out. Here comes the Spider-Man. Here comes the Spider-Man. There goes the Spider-Man. I can also manually do it, chat. Oop, sorry. I didn't mean to do that. I am. I really do appreciate you enjoying it. Cool move. That clip, I don't know about that, guys. Let's not get too far off. I died. Let's not get too carried away. I do like me some daytime, though. The heavy attack on horse is really good because you can drag it and clip multiple enemies. While I'm holding like this, can I drag? Yeah, it's creating that little white line, so I'm assuming that can damage people too. It's the good stuff. Yep, you can drag it. Teojib's right. What are the odds I can carry this sword and not the shield, maybe, because I don't really care about the shield. Maybe I can carry my teardrop shield. and this sword at the same time. Dude, these guys were just living their lives as monkeys. These guys were just living their lives as little monkeys. And then I came in wielding my sword and riding a big old horse goat. And they just had to die. Yeah. They just had to die. Alright, let's imagine for a moment that we had that. And let's imagine for a moment that we also wanted to equip this giant sword. Of course, that's quite a heavy load. But this sword... Alright, that's our horse riding sword, chat. That's our horse riding sword. Unless... Hey, bug. Get out of here. Now, unless... Chat-a-rooney. We dual wielding right now? I shall not be stopped. I shall not be destroyed. I am... Wait, wrong. Yes. Holy moly! Chat. I am just entered Ultra Instinct God mode. I am the king of Elden Ring now. If you want to Elden Ring now, you have to see me. I am now the king. Hello, little octo boy. I am the king of Elden Ring. Pay homage. Pay tribute. Oh. Can we not do that? Okay. All my flasks real quick. So what am I not knowing about dual wielding right now? Yeah, the big sword has been really good for horseback. Without a doubt. I'm sure there's some trade-off to dual wielding that I don't understand. I want to go back. I want to at least try what it's like to short sword and board. I just want to try to short sword and board and see what that's even like. I like being able to parry. I also like being able to block a lot, so that maybe that's what we'll do with that. Can't help with dual wield because it's not your thing. Understandable, no worries. I can muddle my way through a few things, chat. I guess it's time to do dailies. Do your dailies. Patches?
Oh well, it's been a long while. It's me, Patches the Untethered. I'm still in business, if you can believe it. Now I'm my only supplier, so I haven't got much. But everything here is top notch. Patches Emporium. Now open in Rea Lucaria.
Oh! I must be close.
By the way, have you met that girl Raya? She's a strange one, but I believe she was in need of help. Not that it's any of my business, but if she rings your bell, why not lend her an ear?
Sure. Won't you ring my bell? Ring my bell. I'm chilling right now. The sword has follow attack after you jump back, so this one? Nice. Raya Lucaria. Looking for the academy. There's also, I presume, a map fragment around here somewhere. Check out the small circle structures on the lake. Zoom!
Hello. Hello. Please. Over here.
Have I not met you before?
Hello. It's rather chilly here, isn't it? My mistress sent me off on an errand, but I was accosted by a ruffian. And now I'm in a bind.
You're in a
Could I ask
bind?
you lend a hand? Perhaps. That thug made off with a precious necklace. I need someone to retrieve it. Only, he too is tarnished. If you've any qualms confronting your own, I shall find another.
I don't care. I'll do it.
Oh, thank you dearly. What a blessing that we've met like this. The thug should be resting at an abandoned
That British
home on the way.
accent.
Please, I must have the necklace back.
I saw the home, I think. I saw it from atop the rock. The Fang sword has a follow-up? Oh. The Bloodhound thing? I'll have to check that out as well. I'm off to find a ruined house. I'm off to find an abandoned house where everyone speaks in a British accent and everyone sounds very posh. The Boil Prawn Shack. The Wasted Flask. This place is literally called the Boil Prawn Shack.
What are you looking at? You trying to start something, mate?
Because it's
That
boiling
necklace
prawn
what you're after,
things.
is it? Well, show me what it's worth to you, and I'll consider parting ways with it. I'm not in love with it or nothing. You're a shrewd one, Chief. First, you hand me the runes. And don't try nothing, neither.
You think I should kill him or let him live? To be honest, you sound like that a little. That's fine. Ain't no problem with an accent. Live.
Alright. Take it. Things no damage
Posh.
to anyone anyway. Your bloody idea, mate. Don't come crying to me later.
He seems like an alright dude.
Piss off. What is it now?
I can get some from later. Nice.
I see. All right.
Freshly cooked.
I could be persuaded to sell you some other. Oh. So you met the girl, did you? Alright, well, sod the particulars of the matter. But it ain't my fault she's stupid enough to get duped, is it? Anyway, she ain't alright, that one. Lucky she ain't died on the bloody roadside, I reckon.
Boost physical damage negation for a time. I'm gonna grab one. I'm gonna grab two.
Never met someone with it.
I'm a little posh. I didn't realize you was a Brit transgender legend. Ain't nothing wrong with nobody's accent, chat. Cause I know I sound like a dang old country bumpkin when I talk to you guys, so. I honestly, none of you have really ever made fun of my accent, which I think is surprising, and I appreciate that. It's nice of you. My life is confusing. It's Scottish mixed with English. Nice. Cool. Glintstone Firefly. I know I need a glintstone key. Oh, those are snailies. Oh, hello. Alright, back to my quest.
The thug should be resting at an abandoned home down the way.
Ain't here to ridicule, positive vibes only. Appreciate that.
Oh yes, that is my missing necklace.
This lady's creepy.
I am in your debt. Did I forget to announce myself? I am Raya, in the service of Lady Tanith of the Volcano Manor. I seek stalwart Tarnished, who might join our house. You are very brave yourself. Not only a steady hand, but a steady heart. Merciless, even to your own kind. Such strength is precisely what my mistress seeks. Please, take this. Brave Tarnished.
Thank you.
Seek the Altus Plateau, the realm of the Erd Tree. Most Tarnished are doomed to wander the outskirts of the lands between, peering wistfully at the towering Erd Tree.
This all looks
But you
cool.
are no ordinary Tarnished. And once that is proven, the Volcano Manor will fully extend its invitation to fight amongst a family of champions. Oh, and
Only for
this
me.
land of Liurnia is connected to the Altus Plateau by the grand lift of Dectus, beyond the high road. But the lift has been defunct for an age, meaning there's no simple
Yeah, I
means
don't mean
of
like
passage.
really make fun of me. I
Instead,
just mean like none of you even really
must
point out that I
seek
sound
the
kind
old
of
ruins
country.
in the cliff. At the base of the valley, near the grand lift, there's an old tunnel. It was excavated from both ends, linking Liurnia to the Altus Plateau. I have faith in you. A champion through and through. I do hope that we can meet again.
I wish I could.
Seek the old ruin at the base of the valley.
The
near
old
it was-
ruins in the
I have
cliff.
faith in you.
Okay.
I do hope.
Gotcha. I'm done now. I'm done now. Well, you are country, so that's pretty normal. I'm a little bit country, y'all. I'm a little bit country. We can go that way. There's a tower up there. Oh, gosh, there's all kinds of stuff. I feel like that's where I fought that duty head boy. Did go all the way around there. Seek the ruins in the cliff. That's not what I'm looking for, is it? I don't even remember what I'm looking for anymore, to be honest, you guys. Oh, the academy maybe? That looks kind of academy-like. And that's one of those towers. I'll need to take a boss rune to that. Oh, and that's Stormvale. I'm looking for the glintstone key to get into the academy. That looks like a place a glintstone key might live. I'm very interested in this location. Let's go that way. I'm very interested in this cliff. What it means to me, I do not know. But I'm very interested in there being a giant hole in it. But there's a lot of glintstone around, which means surely a glintstone key can't be far behind. Maybe glintstone comes from this cave. Also, right alongside the cliff at the bottom, dungeon maybe? Ooh. What's up, beavers? Oh, okay. Oh, I never rested. The speed! The speed! Oh, give me the speed! Oh shoot, he's not dead. The speed, chat. The speed. I feel like I'm actually fighting. I feel like I'm actually fighting something. Yep. Tunnel ahead. Right, yeah. Get on the horse, otherwise you get poisoned. Aye, there's a grace. There's a grace. Touch the grace. Gotta be honest, chat. Following the glintstone makes me feel pretty smart, but I'm worried it's not gonna work out, you know? I'm worried that following the glintstone is not gonna work out. Because now I feel like I've now found myself away from the cave. I'm not even at the cave I wanted to be at anymore. Alright, so the double jump doesn't work how I'd like it to. But that's okay. I'm just another blood spot. Just another spot on the rock. Well, this feels wrong. Cool cartwheels. You know, I feel like they didn't deserve that. I feel like they didn't earn that whooping. But I gave it to them anyway, didn't I? You think there's a big boy in these ruins? Blood Rose, cool. Try horseback battle on this guy? No way, loser. Nomadic Warriors Cookbook. Trap ahead. Enemy ahead. No precious item ahead. Well, there you go. I got to be honest, that one felt a little bit pointless. Not sure why I had to kill that man. He wasn't even worth many souls. Oh, hello.
Ah, there you are. You've had your audience. With the two fingers at the round table hold.
I have.
What was your impression? Aha! Your intuition serves you well. My doubts had been piling up, you see. The words of the Two Fingers cannot be trusted. Truly, naught but rambling, senile delusions. I believe that when the Elden Ring was shattered, the Two Fingers were corrupted, their guidance skewed. Even worse, the Fingers harbor no love for our
No
kind.
love for our kind. Yeah,
That's
he
the
wasn't that big
part
of a boy, but
irks the most.
the short sword is awesome.
Oh, I have a gift for you. Something fit only for the wise.
Glintstone key? Ooh.
A means for circumventing the draw of the Two Fingers. Give it a try, won't you? And if it please you, may we meet again. I've high hopes for you, my lambkin. Be sure to try that finger.
Attempts invasion of other players' world. No thanks. No thanks. Don't care to invade. Maidens and fingers, baby. It's all about the maidens and the fingers. If you got maidens and you got fingers, then come on, baby, let me give you a zinger. Blood flame blade. You've been stabbed. Do your worst! I feel like these guys are what happens whenever if you let Pikmin grow up without guidance. You know? If what's his name? Oswald? Oscar? What's his name? The guy from Pikmin? If he's not there to guide the Pikmin in doing right, living wise and upstanding righteous lives, the Pikmin turn into this. Disgusting. Sorry, sometimes I have to clip myself for content. I use that spell for my sword. It's good. It does bleed and fire damage. It's a faith spell. Oh, I don't know how to use spells, my boy. Enchants right hand armament with blood flame. I can get my faith up to that though. I like that. Looks cool. That place looks very Academy-like. To use faith, you equip a seal, not a charm or whatever. There's so many different things. I have a bunch of runes I could probably use to level up too. That's okay. To not being confused with water dogs. Right, no you don't. Bark, bark, bark. To use a spell, you must equip a seal. Just straps a seal to my back. Bark, bark. Good boy. You're very magic. Hey, Academy Gate Town. There was something that I was supposed to do to go to the left of Gate Town too. Oh my goodness. Or to the west of Gate Town. Maybe. Oh. Ah, I already did that. That was the guy. Yeah, okay. We're figuring things out. Not in the right order, but we're figuring them out. Golden seed, baby. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I just want to go get this map. Go into inventory and look at weapons, find seals. You have 1 or 2. Okay. We did it! Liurnia North. We did it, loves! When you find a new grace and you find a new map, feels good. Feels good. Alright. Weapons. I'm looking for seals. Seals. Cipher. Hallmark seal. Okay. That might be my only one. I would need Faith of 10 to use it. And then to use the spell that we were just talking about, I would need Faith of 12. So why don't we just bust down our runes sexual style? Oh man, we have a ton of these. Ugh. That's not a lot. Oops. Yep, the best one to use for your build if you decide to, because it scales with strength. Perfect. Okay. So that means we gotta get our stuff at least to 12. Which I'm fine with. I feel like Faith of 12 is pretty solid. He's still stupid as all get out, but he believes in something. Our character is as dumb as the day is long, but at least he believes in something. That's how some people might describe me. That old tank, he's as dumb in the day as he's as dumb as the day is long, but he believes a little bit in himself and then a little bit in things outside himself. I'm a believer. I couldn't leave her if I tried. No. And then I saw her face. Now I'm a believer. Depending upon if you want to int spells or faith spells. I gotta be honest with you. I feel like the ship has sailed a lot more on intelligence than it has on than it has on faith. Let's get our faith up a little bit. I wish I could pull some levels out of arcane. I don't think I'm ever going to need those. With hints of sax. That's right. That's me. That's me. You're catching on, Curtis. You may be new around here, but you know what you know. You know what the tank is about. A new map has been bound. The Academy, I assume, is here. The Finger Reader Crony is here. I'm going the wrong way. Let's wander through this place. Oh, chat, the other day when you guys got me singing Johnny Cash, I've been listening to just those albums that Johnny Cash made at the end of his life as an old man. I've been listening to those at I've been listening to that exclusively. I'm not mad about it. I lurk a bit as I am to Elden Ring. You are what to Elden Ring? I mean, if you want to be more like a mage and focus on int, you'll want to use staffs and offhand instead of seals. No. I don't want to be a mage. I feel like at this point, the most magic I would ever want to do is to kind of be like, but he doesn't even use magic for that. I was going to say be like the Witcher and like apply oils and stuff to my blade, but I'm happy to do that with magic. But I don't need to be casting spells or anything. Magic grease. What does this grease do? Coats, armament, and foot. Well, dang. What an idiot. Inflicting fire damage. Or magic damage, just in case we need it. Quickly coats armament. Ooh. Fireproof dry liver, fire damage negation, alleviates impending blood loss. I can craft a lot of stuff actually. Cuckoo glintstone used to produce a magic bolt? What? I want to make one of these things and see what it does. Hey, I'm magic! Hey! Look at me go! I'm just a little magic boy, chat. I learned how to play Elden Ring. If you're going Witcher, then Faith is probably the route you want in seals. Right. Basically, seals equal use holy incantations and staves equal magically blue spells and stuff. Gotcha. Oh, a magic boy, though. I just threw a magic grenade. Just threw a little magic grenade. No big dealy. No big dealy. Also, for fun, I'm going to use one of these because I have plenty. I just want to see what this is like. Dude, why have I not been doing this? No one told me about this. I ain't scared of not one of you. I got a fire sword. I am the holy flame. I am the holy flame. I shall not be defeated. My flame burns true. It burns through you! Then you want to collect 59 cookbooks to craft stuff? Dope. I will do it. I've found a bunch of cookbooks already, it feels like. This lasts so long, too! Maybe not. I guess it lasts maybe a certain number of hits. Let's not get greedy. Just like we did. Okay, that's okay. Don't worry about it. Dude, fire sword, too cool. Fire sword, way too cool. Until I jinx it. Faith spells and incantations are almost enhancements for weapons and temporary stat buffs for self and healing spells. That I'm down with. That I would like. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I got 8 charges on my flask. Who is cool? Yes, that's what I ask. The answer is me, because I got more stuff than I need. I'm having a good time. I'm not here for a long time. I'm here for a good time. Faith equals paladin. I'm down with paladin. I feel like I'm a paladin in real life. I feel like I'm an IRL paladin. Love it when that doesn't work. I love it that thing does magic and okay. Faith and smacks. Treasure chest ahead. Ooh. Pick a color. There's red and black flames. Glintstone Craftsman Cookbook. Give me gold ding. And yeah, Faith and Fireball has fireball spells because fire seems like a holy flame cleansing thing sort of thing. Love it. I'm very much loving it at present. Enemies ahead. Try stealth. Use your tools. The fire still burns! The fire still burns! The fire will burn until you see me again in hell! Alright, chat. I get excited. A lot of good utility spells for curing poison, rot, and other status effects later on so you don't have to waste items. I feel like for somehow I just accidentally figured out how to play the game. I know it's not changed a lot about what I'm doing, but the fact that I'm currently walking around with a sword that I can swing quickly that's also on fire, I mean, that's just the good stuff. Again, why are we not doing very Witcher-like? Yeah, I'm a big fan. I definitely like I don't want to be a spell slinger, but I could definitely be into some utility magic. Exactly what you're describing sounds very interesting to me. I hear ding-a-linging and bell ringing. Hey, come here, little one. What are the odds this thing leads me to a dragon or something? Yoink! When you get Faith at 12, try that Blood Flame is good and lasts a while. Use FP. Cool. Happy to do it. Happy to do it. It's a teleporter wheel that takes me somewhere. So that really is the academy up there, huh? What a cool looking place. Kind of a bummer that all these buildings are defunct. Maybe there's a glintstone key in the gate town. Who's that coming to my town? It is a tarnished. He's such a clown. He's doing things he likes to sing, and he doesn't sound very good. He'll just learn that he can light a sword on fire, and as the flame burns, the body pod gets higher. He's got a short sword and he likes to swing it fast. Doodle-doodle-doo, gonna stab him in the grass. Ba-bow, ba-be-ba, da-ba-boo, da-ba-bop, da-ba-bee, ba-ba-boo, ba-boo, da-ba-bow. Alright. Now you. Why am I not allowed to do a little... Can you guys think of a reason why my stagger stab isn't working? It's like I'm getting the noise and everything, but they not work. Grab ahead. Cool. You guys just aren't standing a chance against my little short sword. You guys just got nothing on me. Go ahead. I mean, a backstab will do it. I'll take a backstab all day long. I am tarnished, hear me roar. Come outside and shut the front door. I got a sword in hand and I got a plan to get a key and get into the academy. Why'd I quit what? Okay, so there's a key. Or there's like a seal thing. I saw Soul Creek open that earlier. Or open a door like that earlier, not the same one.
Thank you for
Hey!
I will treasure it forever.
Thank you very much, man. I really appreciate it. That's very kind of you, dude. That's very kind of it. Oh, why'd I quit my job? Oh, okay. Oh, here, let me fight these guys. So I did not enjoy my job. I enjoy the people I work with. Tiger Russus, you might have recognized him from stream yesterday. He works at the same office I used to work at. I work payroll for a state agency. I really needed a job when I got out of college because I had goals to be able to provide for myself, take responsibility, and not also be making enough money so that I could, you know, feel good about marrying my wife and not having to, whatever that is, not having to depend on anyone, at least not too terribly much. So I needed a job, and I got that job, and I was very fortunate to have it. But I've always been very much into entertainment. For the last 10 years, I've been making videos, you know, trying my best to make things that people enjoy on the internet. Dear God. And I started streaming just right before I got married. And the longer I streamed, the more that I felt like, man, this is really something that I want to do. What's up, Austin? How are you, buddy? Oh, you're driving that thing. What? The more I thought that streaming is just really what I'd like to do, and it feels right, and it feels like something I'm decent at, and if I could do it full time, I'd do it in a heartbeat. But I had to keep my job because, of course, we needed to make money, and my wife was in law school, and we needed to make enough money to stay alive and get her through law school until she could start making her own money, and so that she wouldn't have to work while she went to law school, which would have made life very difficult. So I worked and things like that. I did streaming in the mornings from 4 to 7, 5 days a week. And then whenever she finally graduated law school and she got her job as a lawyer, she began to make a lot more money than she had been, which was zero. Now she's making lawyer money. And I came to her and I was like, hey, you know, this is a dream of mine, and I kind of put the team on my back while you were in law school. What do you think about me quitting my job to pursue my dream of content creation on Twitch? And you carrying the team for a little bit. And she was like, well, if it'll make you happy, then absolutely. So I think at that point we had like maybe 800 followers around here, and we didn't have really high average viewership. Still don't have super high average viewership or whatever. We've been growing. But I was convinced that at that time that the channel had grown to a point where if I could continue doing well, continue trying to innovate, and continue trying to do a good job, that it would grow to a point that would be a reasonable income that maybe wouldn't replace my old job, but would at least be something that helped us out. So, you know, I told myself, let's quit, take 2 years, take at least 2 years off of work, as long as we're financially stable and able to continue doing this stuff. Take as long off as I can and see if I can't make full-time content creation work. So, that's why I quit. I quit because this is the only kind of work I can get passionate about for some reason, unfortunately. I'm doing good, Austin. Just hanging out, playing Elden Ring, trying my best not to die. Figuring out what to do. That was probably a long answer that you didn't ask for, but the answer doth remain. Picking up your PS5 on Saturday. Congratulations again, my friend. Congratulations again. It's not unfortunate. It's good you're doing what you love. Yeah, I just mean, the way I describe it to people is that I do consider it unfortunate sometimes that I'm only I kind of wish I was passionate about plumbing, and then I could just be a plumber, and life would be a lot easier, and my mental health wouldn't be in a vice all the time. You found a simple map. Check in inventory. Thanks again for that sub, dude. I really do appreciate it. A simple map found on a corpse seems to point to a meeting place. The man it came from surely desired one, the sole means of gaining entry into the academy, a glintstone key. Okay, so now we check our map and we look for that same spot. I think it's right there. Your job is making people lol. Hey, that's all I've ever wanted, man. That's all I've ever wanted, is to make people lol. And to do so frequently and forget how sucky the world can be sometimes. Because the world can be sucky. Minstrels and bards have existed for probably most of human history. People who goof off and people who make light of things. And I will be happy to go down in history among them as a guy who made it his mission to make people feel comfortable, forget about life for a while, and make people smile, you know? Sounds super cheesy, but I find it hard to describe it any other way. I will do it, Curtis. I will do it. I will do it. I will keep on Teenage Mutant Ninja tanking for sure. I'd be happy if I could work a part-time simple grocery job combined with full-time streaming that makes a decent amount. Yeah, dude, that wouldn't be... Yeah, honestly, dude, my dream occupations would be full-time streamer, part-time woodcutter. Full-time streamer, part-time woodcutter. I would love to, you know, 3 or 4 days a week go out and chop wood for 2 or 3 hours and then come back and stream until 5. My heavy bank research job makes a lot, but it's a lot of mental stress. I get that. I mean, I guess I don't fully get it, but I somewhat get it. And hey, I will never be a person who says, hey, you should do what I do, or anything like that, but in my opinion, no good thing. I think the people who fall apart whenever they get fame and fortune, or even... maybe not fame and fortune, but whenever they get, the people who freak out whenever they get to work for themselves, right? People who lose, who are responsible for their own stuff now, and they kind of lose track of what's right, and they become people that are annoying or whatever. Let's fight this dragon. I have to imagine that he has something I need. But I feel like what I'm getting at is I feel like the people who lose their minds whenever they are able to not work for themselves, they didn't have to risk anything for it. There's a lot of people who've gotten big on this platform and other platforms that have turned into kind of gross people because they didn't have to risk anything for it. They don't really understand what it's worth to be able to do this. So I feel like no good thing really comes without risk. And that's why I tell myself whenever I worry about this being the right choice for me or whatever, is that like, I don't want to, I really hope to have kids sometime soon. And right now I'm not exactly proud of myself enough to the point where I'm kind of worried about having kids because I don't want to be like in the process of still trying to become successful whenever they can ask me about it. Oh my gosh. But if I am to be successful at this, which I hope I will be, I want to be able to, you know, teach my kids like, hey, you only get one ride. It's a very YOLO situation. You only get one chance to go around, you know, take your trip around the galaxy on this rock. Make it worth it. Take a risk and try to do what you like to do. So, if you feel like you can, amass a nest egg with your high-paying job, maybe give it a shot. I don't know. But also, I am very much a head in the clouds dreamer, but I'm also a realist, which I think helps me. Like, yes, follow your dreams, but do so safely, especially if you're responsible for others. I found it. You may or may not want to sneak behind the dragon or kill it. That works. I like how my Tarnished character like walked up to a dragon. He was like, "We're gonna need our big knife for this." If I could just get at his feet. Oh, I just died. I didn't realize I was so low on health. What a dummy. What a dummy. A lot of people don't understand standard work and don't appreciate how good it feels to make a full-time... Oh, yeah. Yes. And I'll admit, sometimes I get frustrated. Sometimes I'll get frustrated with people because I'll see them on TikTok or I'll see them elsewhere and they'll be like, yeah, I've been really grinding out the Twitch thing, or Twitch pretty hard, and now after a year, you know, I finally made partner, and I want to let you guys know, you know, a few of the things that I think are good ways for you to be able to do what I did, or whatever. And I get kind of frustrated because I'm like, how dare you? How dare you say, oh, you were grinding it out for a year and you finally made partner, as if anyone can do it for a year, they'll make partner. You know, people get high up on this platform and they start saying nonsense. Like, let me tell you how to do what I did. Nothing works the same for people. The only thing that works the same, the only thing that creates a foundation for people the same is you should be consistent with a schedule. I believe you should have a consistent schedule, and you should be yourself. But other than that, this platform is a lottery. If you want to succeed on this platform and not be gross about it, like, you know, marketing yourself in other people's chats and making friends only for clout and stuff like that, if you want to do it in what I believe is the right way, it's a lottery. It's not, it's 80% luck, and then the other 20% is just sticking around and seeing if you can outlast the luck monster. But I do get frustrated when it comes across from people that they don't really understand what they've got. And maybe they do. Maybe I'm just a curmudgeon or something. Maybe they do understand what they've got and I just don't get it. But, I don't know. I get frustrated when people act like it was, you know, act like they put in just as much work as anybody else, I guess, you know. But hey, more power to them. I've been on the brink of homeless, searching for a job basically for years, and then land on a stable, good-paying job that costs a massive mental stress. Dude, yeah, there's always a cost, man. I'm happy. I think I'm more happy than sad for you, right? At least, hopefully, with a good job, you have the resources to deal with the stress. Super glad you got out of the situation of being without a place to live. Headshot. But also, take, if you're listening to this and you're like, I don't know if Tanks knows what he's talking about. I probably don't. Take everything I say with a grain of salt. It's not like I've made it past the point of no ability to fall. I still very much worry every single day. Are people gonna pop in today? Let's go! All this stress. The stress is still less than dealing with the loop of dead-end jobs, but still enough stress I would rather do without. Completely understandable. Alright, big guy, do your worst. My poor torrent! This dragonfire looks dope. Oh my gosh. Oh, I died. Dang! Oh, what a dirty casual. What a dirty casual. Yeah, the last day of the week I ever need to give anybody advice on Twitch is on Fridays, whenever things are typically very slow. I feel like I need to find a Grace over there. Can sneak behind him and maybe find stuff? Yeah, but I want to kill him, dude. I want to kill him dead. I want to kill him so dead. I want to murder that dragoon. Is there not a place of grace around here? See, I would assume there'd be a place here. Why is there not? You're out for blood, death is the only way. Now you get it. Now you understand. But there should definitely be a Grace on this island. But I guess there's not. But I guess there's nary a Grace. But I guess there's nary a single Grace. There doesn't seem to be nary a Grace around here. The Temple Quarter. Welcome to the Temple Quarter. This is where we keep all our quarters and we worship them. Everything is of 25%. Twitter, Discord, text. Hey, there's one. There's a Grace. Look how we found it. Perfect. Perfect. Did I miss a chest? I missed the chest. I definitely be getting greedy. I'm starting to feel less bad about these guys. Did you just spit at me? Oh, I jumped through the tower? Okay. Then I know where it is. Right in his bum hole. Alright, we got a dragon to kill. Ice Rend Hatchet? What? Ew, poo sword. Dude, what? Yes, please. Any chance I'll be able to throw some frost? There's another chest, 2 around here in a tower hole. Nice. Why is it always just empty? Seek injustice, by the way, try fear. I don't see another hole, my friend. I don't see another hole. I do see one of these things. I might try to use his axe for a minute. It doesn't scale very well with what I'm trying to do, but might give it a shot. I missed it? That. You missed it. So did you find the Ring of Elden yet? No, not yet. But I'm still looking. I'm still looking. How are you, Sassy? You doing good? You keep miss. Oh. Man, this has been a very long week. Dang. Well, it's almost over now, right? If not already over. It's over, I'm home. Excellent. You did it. You did it. You made it. Obviously I'm blind. Toadjub keeps telling me I'm missing a chest, but I can't find it. I see that one. You're saying is it here? I can't be missing it right there. The kids had a half day today. I would have been home earlier, but report got party by next week, and I had to finish up some things at work. But now you're done for the weekend. It's the freaking weekend, but I'm gonna have me some fun. It's the freaking weekend, baby. I'm gonna have me some food. I think I'm dead. I think I'm gonna have to give up. Toadjub says I keep missing it, but I can't. And you can't stay off your ankle for the next 2 days. It's very... I bet it is. I bet it is very angry with you. I don't see another one here, man. Oh, a while back? I certainly don't know. I could have. It's alright though. It's alright though. We're gonna go over here. We're gonna get our souls. Then we're gonna go back to this grace. And then we're gonna go see if this axe can help us bring down a dragoon. Maybe freezing it will help. Regular damage not working? Try freezing. All right, dragon. I'm here for you, but... Ow. If you put another in faith, you can kill it with fire sword. I don't have enough. Oh, I don't have enough stuff for another. Oh yeah, that's not good. Kids are working on a project with me today, and I was working on my lesson plan next week, so it was about 3 to 5 minutes for a physical, and I stood up and walked to the door, and I could barely... Oh, gosh. Yeah, that's a good sign. That's a good sign. That's what you want in your injury. Definitely jumped, but I guess... If nothing else, we can farm the runes in a minute. Yeah, okay. Ice not worth it. Let's try short sword. Woo! That's better. Oh! I don't fear you or death. I am death. Get out of here, Get out of here, Benedict Cumberbunch. Who you think you are, Smog the Dragon? I ain't no pushover like Bilbo. You won't be walking all over me like you did Bilbo, Big Daddy. Alright, I'm starting to think I do need my big sword again, though. Let's eat it. Big sword time. Benedict Cumberbatch. That's him. That's the guy. Sassy, I just hope you haven't, hopefully you haven't, injured it beyond the previous injury, I'm sure you haven't done any permanent damage, but it's never fun to think about that possibility. Oh, yeah. Get up, buddy. Get up. You gotta get up. You gotta drink and get up. Oh, yeah. Good thing we drank right for that. Oh! But what's an ankle? It's not like you use that very often anyway. You know? Oh, I killed him. Cool. Ah, it must have been the bleeding. It must have been the bleeding, chat. A new draconic power is available. Must have been the bleeding. And then we go to the meeting place, hopefully, where we find the glintstone key. Nothing like a cool little, dragon. I do need it. I do need it. Dragon be gone. Thank you for those bits, Sassy. Appreciate that very much. I really do. I don't know why my alerts aren't playing. Don't know why that's the case. But it's true, they are not. But there's like 2 or 3 people that no matter what they do, yeah, they won't, like, alerts will not play for you. Also, Sassy, guess what? You're not the only one with issues at the moment. Oh no, Terry, you got some? And we got the key. Heck yeah. Sassy going on the board with 10 biddies. Yeah. I probably over squatted today. My legs are killing me. And I'm not on mobile currently, so it's not that. I don't know what it is then. Your fiance's little brother's alerts aren't working either? What in the world? That ain't cool. You made the board of honor, you did. More squats, I had enough. I've had enough squatting for today. Mercy alive, I've had enough squatting. Misco. You frequently use emotes, and I compliment you on that. Enjoy your time away, Tara. Whew, but you did. You made the board of honor, Sassy. You did. Your name is very small. I'm sorry, but it's very long. You're the first on the board today. I got the key, chat. I got the key. I was playing my new VR game last night, and my god, the squats. What were you squatting, my mans? Wait, what the? Why is there a weird teleporter? That felt more like just stating a fact. I like it. There are some people who don't use them very much. We did it. Look at us go. Explore the bridges. Explore the bridges. It does. Oh, don't touch it. Oh. I have done wrong then. It just has a lot of movement. You basically have to duck and squat to avoid bullets. Which one is it? Although I'm from a time from before emotes, it's true. Wish you could have custom emotes, but that Twitch doesn't allow that as a viewer. Oh, I can just walk past that. Okay, cool. Gotcha. My bad. It's called Against. Cool. Never heard of that one. Yeah, they won't let you do that as a viewer. Hey, Sassy, all you gotta do is convince 4 people, or get 50 people to follow you, and then convince 4 people to watch you every time you stream. And then, just make affiliate, and then you'll be good. I did. I died. I died a silly death. Was the golden seed what you wanted me to get? Feels like I can't really go anywhere else. By the way, I should not jump out there. Probably a good call. Probably. Congrats on making a bloodstain and people asking why the heck you died. Oh, the other one, gotcha. Yeah. There was a bloodstain right there. Was that mine? Somebody walked up to that like, that poor dummy. What a stupid fella. Well, that's what I'm saying, Sassy. You just gotta stream a little bit. You just stream a little bit, make affiliate, and then and then get your emotes. You've already made plenty of friends on the platform, which is something I certainly should have done before I ever tried to stream. But I did not. Welcome back, Tara. Dude, welcome to Wolf City, USA. You know why if you see other bloodstains. Yeah, exactly. Oh yeah, I've seen a bunch of bloodstains of people jumping to their death. Oh gosh, don't die. The White Wolf. The Witcher goes down. Well, looky there.
Well, it's been an age since I've seen a customer. How can I help here at the end of the earth?
Ooh, fanged imp ashes. Why not? Blue cloth vest. Go to the end after him too. Bever's cookbook. Used to duplicate ashes of war.
Have a safe journey.
I just continue to use all of yours and the other streamers I watch. Man, that's a lot of people too. And you're always so nice. How do you have so much niceness to go around, Sassy? I certainly appreciate being among that list for sure. For sure. A strip of white flesh, delicious. Yum 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 yum, delicioso. Hello there. Makes my heart happy to make other people smile. Me too. Celestial Dew. I do feel that way as well. I love it when something I've done makes somebody give a little smile. Carry out absolution at the Church of Vows. A hidden tier found in the Eternal City, also known as a night tier, allows one to carry out an absolution at the Church of Vows, reversing all antagonizations. Once upon a time, the stars of the night sky guided fate, and this is a recollection of those items. We did it, guys. That's used at the church to reset if you accidentally hit an NPC. That's what I thought. Not about the NPC. I didn't know where I would do anything for which I would need absolution. But I am glad to know that I can reset. I can reset if I do something that makes people mad. Is it already 3:40, dude? Boo. Take me to church, I'm like a dog at the shining light. Just don't kill the NPC if they attack, just run and use what you find in the church later. Gotcha. I should not have misbehaved. But I did. I bet there will be nobody to kill here. Just tell them you're sorry, you'll never do it again. Hey! I know I stabbed you, but I'm sorry, and I'll never do it again. How can you still be mad? This place is so cool. It feels cool already. One time, speaking of stabbing, one time my sister and I were sitting in the back of the car, and my mom was in the passenger seat, and my sister was trying to open up something in a package, and my mom had a pocket knife in her car. Oh wow, okay. And so she reached back with the pocket knife, and she was like, "Hey, just she like turned around, but like I think she could only half see what was going on back there." And so, long story short, she accidentally stabbed my sister in the leg. It wasn't so bad. It wasn't really that bad at all, but it definitely was a stab and not a cut. Feels like Bloodborne. It does have. Oh man, it does. Yeah. I seek absolution from the church. Oh, okay. Guys, you don't want to do this. Dude, that creepy back away? No thanks. Also, shouldn't there be a grace at the top of that elevator? This is Bloodborne, but without all the dark, spooky stuff so far. Hey guys, you don't have a... Seems like you got a problem with me walking in here, in your church. Apparently they do. But don't worry, I have turtle shell. I have turtle shell. The Academy of Raya Lucaria. Welcome to the Academy of Raya Lucaria. This area may or may not have hidden doors or walls. Well, that would come as no surprise to me. Okay. Okay, big guy. Okay, big guys. Big guys. Okay. Take cover! Just to prime your OCD. At first I thought you said to prime your COD. And I had no clue what you meant by prime your COD. You know what? You guys come out here. Would you be willing? No? Seriously? God. Did you just trip and fall? What a dummy. Walk much? Walk much? Oh! Oh, these are... Oh, these aren't real people. These are wooden... These are wooden doohickeys. Oh, don't walk from behind there. Hey, buddy. Dude, bent down and slashed the throat. Not bad. Bad. I'm bad to the bone. The head nurse spoke up. Said, leave this one alone. You can tell you, honey, I'm bad to the bone. The living puppets are fun. Yeah, fun's a word. So I posted on Google Classroom that one of my classes is having a quiz next week, and they're all claiming that it's an April Fool's joke. They're in for a surprise on Tuesday if they don't study. Don't you know that this teacher don't be fooling? If you wanted fooling, you better go to a different school, because everybody knows that Sassy ain't fooling. Teacher Sassy ain't fooling, and that's the truth. I'm sorry, sir. You're kind of tough. Bye, friend. Goodbye. I hate April Fool's Day. Have you been joked upon yet? Ooh. Ooh, you just sucked my face. Not again. Never again shall you suck my faith. Backstab. Behind. Another Grace Mimic. So do you guys think that, I guess maybe that E3 thing was April Fool's? It was an E that was brown. That's pretty cute. It may not have been cute if you really wanted a brownie. Be wary of ambush. My faith, no! Oh yeah, of course not. Yeah, that's different. Kids can be brutal, and that's not cool. Yeah, April Fool's doesn't give you carte blanche to be a meanie. I feel like a brownie joke is pretty cute, but yeah, being mean to other people is a no from me. If only the Breath of the Wild delay was only an early fate, yeah. Alright. Okay, I'm leaving. I don't need to fight you. Be wary of behind, I know. Hey! I got a summon for a marionette soldier. That was lucky. Oh, bother. This place is horrible. Yeah. This place is horrible. I don't like it one iota. But no, I hope he didn't have too many little meanie pranksters. The incantations, they're not working! My spells. Weak dog. Ooh. Oh man, he got away. The armor is near where I'm at. Not the dogs, please, dogs, please. Dude, these things don't leave you alone. Ugh. Thick bones, got them thick bones. Thick bones, them. Thick bones, thick bones, thick bones, them. Thick bones, them bones, them bones, them. Thick bones been thicking around. Yeah, Curtis, I think all day long Curtis has been trying to lead me to a good armor set here. Room? Armor ahead. Hey. Goodbye! Oh, baby. Oh, it was so worth it. Oh, it was so worth it. Oh, okay. Alright, boys, I'm gonna leave you to it. I'm gonna leave you boys to it. You keep it up. We got some armor, boys! Now, if I could only find a place to put it on me body. These skellies just want hugs. They raise their arms and come hugging for you, and I do not care for it. I'll tell you that. I don't care for it one bit. It's relatively light and has good magic resist for spellcasters in the area. Perfect. Yeah, not too bad. I don't take a whole lot of hits as far as I don't know. I'm gonna keep my hood on just because I hate what that helmet looks like. Yeah, check us out. Few feet required ahead, then praise the sorcery. Oh, Balda. Well, you want to look good. You gotta look good. Can't heal. Ooh. I hate that move. Dead. And that's why I hate games with cosmetics connected to stats. Yeah. Oh. Alright, well, we can run back through everything else. We got plenty of healing we can do. Run back through everything else. Don't be grabbing on me. 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 Don't be grabbing on me, and I make my fart sound like music. Yes, I do. Get out of here, boy. Get out of here, Fido. Don't. Ooh. Where doth that go, chat? Very sneaky. Very sneaky locale it is. Ooh. Did I not block that? Did I not block that? What have I got the shield up for, Bubba? What do I raise my shield for? Woo! Oh, don't get up. Please, please. Please, keep your seat. Gravity well, very cool. Very cool indeed. Gravity well. Gravity well, well, well. If it isn't the gravity well. I got beautiful armor on. Thank you guys for leading me to it. Wahoo! Oh, thank goodness. I thought you were one of those magic boys. Roar. Oh, I kicked his body into the pile of debris. What are you guys doing here? Searching for goodies? There's no goodies in here for you. Crystal darts. If only you could have found those crystal darts before. But you didn't. I found them before you did. I did. Hoya! Golden runes. Now I guarantee there's something good. There's gotta be something good that way, but I'd really prefer to find a grace first if there's one available to me. There is one available to me. Go down the wheel? Oh yeah, I plan to. I plan to. I plan to. Gosh, I need so many runes to level up. Oh, wait a second. I got the level that I was looking for. I can actually now... I can memorize a spell. Aha, there we go. Nice. That's so cool. Yes. Yas, queen. Yas. Yas, 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 queen. Please spin my runes before doing what I'm about to ask you. I can do a few. That's a nice red flame on the sword, isn't it? Well, if I can get enough, I'll just level up. I'm gonna throw another one on endurance. All right. Here we go. Also, I really need to finish this stream soon. YouTube link. YouTube link has been submitted. Doodle doo 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 doodle doo. YouTube link has been submitted. A doo doo doodle doodle doo. Seek precious item. Also, what on earth is even this place? Be wary of ambush? Saw your little blue eyes down there, big guy. Oh, shoot! Little baby boys! Who told you? Who? Your mother said you were supposed to stay home today! What the heck is happening? Yeah, I mean, they have to be vague because of, they have to be vague because there's limited on what you can say. But it does lead them to be very humorously vague, don't they? Well, that surely didn't go well. So those are the flying puppets. He's raging because you told him to go home. I'm not going anywhere. Dude. Nice. I'm back, bad boy, bad baby daddies. I'm back, and I'm ready to talk smack. Enough of that. Be gone, devil. Be gone, devil. Be gone, devil. Be gone, devil! I do have the blood flame blade now, and she burning. The huggers, you hate them? Yeah, I don't care for them at all. The Avionet Soldier Ashes, very cool, solid summon. Alright. Finito Mussolini. Try target lock. Such a good spell, both fire and bleed. Oh yeah, it is. And it looks cool as heck. And it only costs my faith, so I can do it, several times. Go back to the wheel and go there. You can go farther down? What? You're crazy. You're crazy, Curtis. You're absolutely daft, you are. Let there be backstepping. Ah! Daddy sang bass, mama sang tenor, me and little brother would run right in there. In the sky, Lord, in the sky. Holy crap, you can go even farther down! What? Not as crazy as what I'm about to tell you to do? Oh, Curtis. Oh, Curtis. Oh, I don't like that thing. I seen you on a loading screen. Long tail talisman. Oh bother. Let her kill me in her bosom? WT heck are you trying to say? You got done 8. Why'd you do this to me? Why'd you do this to me? Now I can't go home. Now I can't go home. I trusted you. Also, chat, can you believe that I trusted anyone who called it a bosom? Curtis, why? I don't belong here, you know this. That's the only way to get here? A lesser known mechanic, if you get grabbed like that in any other type of way, you can mash out by flicking the control stick rapidly side to side or up and down. Really? And that's the only way to get here. Well, we've already talked to that girl about this place, so that's pretty good for us, I guess. Come get me, big guy. Didn't expect tranquility. Still no grace, therefore help me, oh help me. God. Jumping ahead. I'd like to leave. Why is he full of milk? Why, Lord Jeebus, is he full of milk? Why, Lord Jeebus, why? Oh, why is he full of milk? Also didn't know you could go to the bottom of that wheel or to the manor this way. There you go, look at that. Look at that. That's not milk. Yes, it is. It has to be. Otherwise, I want to die. I didn't think about getting back up, did I? Daddy sang bass, mama sang tenor, me and little brother were done. I see light. Run to the light. Nope, not that kind of light. No, you're joking. You are kidding. Let your mind fill in the gaps. Accept the image. You fall down, went boom. No, there's no way out. There's no way out. Crater ahead. Gosh, there's nowhere out. What killed you? Grass. The boss is the way out. No! I don't want the boss to be the way out. Oh. Abductor Virgin? Oh, hello. You know what? I like to give people the benefit of the doubt, but I don't believe you. I don't believe you're a virgin. Well, that'll do it. Let me out, let me out, let me out, let me out, let me out. Yeah, just cool two bosses. You know, just cool, just two of them. Yeah. And now we're back. Okay, this time don't let them kill you in their bosom. Oh, okay. Gotcha. Gotcha, this time don't do it. Curtis, I tell you what, man. I'm a little bit mad. I don't want to be here. Dad Flabbit. I don't want to be here at all. I'm level 120 and this looks awful. Yeah. Yeah. Feels awful too. Feels like Big Duke. In the sky, in the sky. Getting on down. Getting on down. Well, poo. Yeah, poo indeed, Austin. Poo indeed. And not the Winnie kind. Okay. Didn't realize that's what that did. Why are they so creamy? Creamy. Hey, Grace. Well, if you ain't mad, you ain't playing the game right. Austin, I feel like that's a message you got from someone else and put it here in chat? That's my only guess. I don't want to fight those two guillotine guys. Dude, wait, I can't go home, Curtis. I can't leave unless I win. From your dad? Oh yeah, that's a bummer, dude. I thought you'd already had one ordered. Alright. Is there anything they don't like? Alright, Jelly Boy, do your work. You better get good fast. Oh no! You better get good fast, cause you ain't leaving. Dude, if you get caught by that, you're done. There go my, I didn't grab my souls. If you get caught by that, you're done, Zo. I really need to stop streaming. Rip them souls, rip them right up. Rip them right up. Rip them right up. Never started again. Yet another problem solved. Just cut power to the home. Alright guys, this might be the last boss attempt until next week. I think this will be the last boss attempt before next week. Do your dirty work, Jelly Boy! No, my jellyfish! No! Let me out, bro! Those guys can suck my butthole. Good and deep. Good and deep. They can get all up in there. God dang. That is just... They can take a long, hearty sip from my booty juice. And may they wail forever into the ether after their first deep drink. Wait a second. Wait a second. I've got big boy armor on. That seems like it hurt. It did. It did hurt. Now I've got beef armor on. I'm a beef child. I couldn't wear this before, but now I can. I have to use my little sword. That's okay. One more try. This armor looks so dumb. I don't think I can. I don't think I can leave. You did not just try that. Alright, what about the jellyfish, guys? The jellyfish... Oh, I just realized the summon in my... I can't use a summon in my other blade thingy. Dude, why am I not allowed to dodge those? I can beat him. I can beat him. I just have to forget about don't have enough of that sweet pea. Have I tried grace? Hold on, let me get out of here. They do be desperate virgins, don't they? Hey, Toe Jib!
I came in like a wrecking ball.
It's called Queens. See ya.
I never felt so hard.
Bring money to reinvigorate my soul. Thank you, dude.
Toe gifted a tier 1 sub to Unschooled for good me's.
On Sketch for good me's. Nice. Yeah, I don't think I can leave here. Gotta move the head and the body. Alright, so this is the one I'm starting with. This one. What is that move, you fat loser? Run, jelly boy. Ah! Doggo, Lizzie is home. All right, it's over. This is a lost cause. This is the way it ends, everyone. Dude, I do not. Why does he have to bark like that? Oh, all right, I'm done. That's it. That's it for today. That's it. No more. Got to go. Got to finish. Got to be done. Got to get that away from me. Got to get that away from me, babies. Oops. We'll get them next time. You can't open because I'm within the enemy's radar, right? But there's nowhere for me to travel. We'll deal with it next time, no matter what. Maybe one day in the distant future. Toe Jib, before we do anything else, let me go put you on the old... Let me put you on the old thingamajig here. Alright guys, we'll get them next time. Toe Jib, you on the board, my friend. Thank you so much for that. Thank you guys for hanging out with me today. I know I got a little frustrated there at the end, but that's okay. Tara, until Biscuits kills me by gifting 10 subs. Surely she can't do that every month, right? Surely she can't be out here dropping subbles, wubbles, and bubbles all the time. But hey, if so, I'm all about it. Thank you so much to everybody who has been hanging out today. I really appreciate it very, very, very much. I will see you guys next week. Monday, I'll be back with more Apex and more Elden Ring, and we will defeat these guys. Thank you very much, Curtis, for subscribing to the channel. Big thanks to Sassy for the 10 bits, and big thanks to Tojib for a tier 1 shub. Tara, I hope you will be alright with me saving your video for next week. I apologize very much, but we do have to go to another event tonight, and I've realized that I've gone way over time, and I hope it will be okay if we can save it. Okay, good. I'm glad it's all good. I'm glad it is all good. But let's pick somebody to raid real fast, like. Let's pick somebody to raid. Who have we not raided today? Mauler. He is doing a charity thing. How many people do I have here today? Let's send folks to Mauler today. He's doing a charity thing. He's doing a 24-hour stream. I would certainly want people to raid me during a 24-hour stream. He's a nice guy. He's doing charity for Ukraine. I would love to. I don't know what kind of total he's got as far as what he's raised, but it looks like there's a ton of people there, and it looks like he's having a good time. So he seems like a cool dude. Let's go spend some time with Mauler. And are you guys do that? I will check you guys later. Please do remember more than anything to copy and paste our raid command if you don't mind. Thank you all for all your generosity. I will be available in the Discord if you need to chat with me over the weekend or want to chat with me over the weekend. And I will see you Monday for more fun times, okay? I'm looking very much forward to it. Please do remember that I love you all very, very much. Bye-bye.